Hi, my name is Dr. Cozy. It's really nice to meet you. And I hear you got something in your eye. Oof. Yeah, I bet it's pretty uncomfortable. How long ago did this happen? Okay. Do you have any idea what kind of material it might be that's stuck in there? Okay. You having any kind of pain or even any kind of warmth that is radiating into your cheek, into your forehead, temple, or even towards your nose? Okay. Does the pain feel sharp? Is it just scratchy? Did you do anything to try and flush it out, like an eye wash? Nothing. Sorry. Okay. Okay. And then one more question is, do you wear glasses or contact lenses at all? Okay. Just wanted to check because I actually would really like to check your vision here really quickly, just to see if it's doing any kind of damage to the interior anatomy of the eye. Okay. So this isn't perfect, but it's what we have in the room. I'm gonna sit back a bit, and so are you able to read this line here? Yeah, go ahead. Okay. How about right here below it? Okay. Can you read this one? Okay. How about here? Here? And are you able to see this last one? Okay, that's okay. Do you have an idea what your vision usually is? Okay, so that's not too bad. And then really quickly, there's a little pupil gauge here on the bottom. I'm just going to use this to make a comparison between each of your eyes. It can also kind of help me to distinguish if there's any kind of interior damage. So I'm going to line it up first with the eye that doesn't have a foreign body. Okay, so like a 6. Okay, so your eyes are equal. That's good. Are you wearing any kind of mascara or clear eyelash serums or anything? Okay. So I'm still going to do a quick clean of your eyelids using this lid scrub, just because that way if there is anything in the eyelashes, any foreign materials, considering that you were exposed to quite a bit of sawdust, that way we catch it instead of having more enter your eyes. So I can just have you close your eyes for me. Good. Okay. Okay, just gonna use a little spoolie, so you're gonna feel me kind of combing through your lashes. Don't open your eyes yet. I just have some excess I need to clean off you. Okay. So then I'm just going to have you keep your eyes closed. I'm going to take a look through your lashes with the light to see if there's any kind of dust or particles. You can go ahead and open your eyes. Go ahead and look now using my light and this set of loupes. So do your best to keep your eye open. I know it's not the most comfortable thing. Okay. Have you look over here towards my finger? Good. gonna raise your upper eyelid up just a little bit. Can I have you look down? Okay. Same thing with your bottom lid, but this time look up for me. I'm going to go ahead and try a different kind of magnification here. Just because I'm not sure that my loupes were quite strong enough. Go in with a double aspheric lens. It looks like this, okay? And I'm going to hold it pretty close to your eye. Not seeing anything, but let's give your eye a little break, okay? At least from the light. Okay. I'm going to use my fingers and palpate just a little bit around your eye. If anywhere feels tender or scratchy or painful, let me know, because that could indicate that I'm getting close, okay? Okay. Doing kind of slow, purposeful pressure right now. to go in with a finer point. Don't worry, still blunt, okay? I'm just going to use this cotton tipped applicator just to kind of press along the outside of the lid because my fingers are too big to be quite specific enough. So your eye open for just a moment. Yeah, no. Not seeing anything. Okay. Just gonna take a quick peek at your allergies because I would like to administer some eye drops, see if that helps. But first I want to make sure that you're not allergic to anything. Okay, so you put no known drug or food allergies, that's correct? How about any materials such as latex or silicone? Okay. So these are a gel drop, okay? It's called Sustain. And they do a really great job hydrating your eye. And also I'm hoping maybe will aid us in flushing anything forward, okay? Okay, so going to tilt your head back, okay? Just a little. Tissue to dab up some excess. Yep, blink and kind of roll your eyes around just a bit. Still not seeing anything. All right. Gonna try something else. So I'm going to use a hot pack, okay? And sometimes this can help by kind of softening the skin, dilating some vessels, and it can, and has in the past anyway, bringing any material to the front of your eyes. So it's worth a shot. There we go. So I'm going to wrap this in a paper towel. If it needs more insulation against your skin, let me know. I can always add an additional towel, okay? Okay. So I'm going to place this like so. Actually, I'm going to stand. So I have a little bit of a better angle. How's the temperature? Are you having a good summer so far? Yeah, mine's been pretty uneventful too. Just trying to stay in air-conditioned spaces. Are you managing okay with the heat? Yeah, I know. It's pretty rough. Definitely encourage people to make their own ice packs and cold compresses. We like to get our socks wet and then put them in the freezer, but only clean ones. And we keep them in a giant, one of those reusable kind of silicone bags, so it doesn't food. Even though they're clean, it still kind of gives me the ick. Okay. I'm going to look again. I'll let your eyes adjust for a moment though, okay? Let me know when you're ready. Okay. So, try to keep your eyes open for me. Can I have you blink a couple of times for me? Perfect. Okay. Excuse me. That was a weird little hiccup. I'm gonna try something. I want to go back in with the eye drops, only this time I'm not going to tilt your head back. Just on the off chance that maybe gravity might be working against us. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these drops to saturate my applicator here in just a moment. I'm going to get it really drippy, and then I'm going to place it right in the corner, okay? And what I want you to do, because I'm sure it'll be more comfortable if you do it for yourself, is use your finger to kind of gently drag it into your eye, okay? Does that make sense? Okay. We do that at home a lot because my family members do not like eye drops. Here it comes right in the corner. Okay. Then if you can drag it across for me. Good. Blink a few times and kind of roll your eyes around. Good. All right. You know what? I think I see something here. I know this is going to look kind of scary, but don't worry, okay? I have very good precision. I don't want to use anything like one of these applicators because I don't want to risk scratching your cornea. So, I'm going to need you to do your best to stay very still, okay? Well, we got some sawdust out there. Okay. Can you blink a few times? Okay. And then closing your eyes, look back and forth, up and down. Do you still feel like there's anything in there? Good. Okay. Then it looks like we got it. Okay. I'm going to leave your eye alone because I don't want to irritate it, at least in terms of light or more liquid or poking things. I do want to do two things though, okay? First being, I just want to test the mobility of your eye. So without turning your head, just follow my finger, okay? And you'll have to excuse my heavy eye contact here, but I need to make sure I don't miss if there's any kind of sticking points. Good. And one more thing is I just want to repeat our vision test, okay? So, can you read this line to me? Good. How about this one? And here. Underneath it. And can you see this one at the bottom? Okay, that's okay. Good. So, I'm going to write you a prescription for some gel drops. They are over the counter, but over the counter they can be quite expensive. So what we found is if we write a prescription, then your insurance will pay for a good majority of it, and you'll just have to pay for the copay, okay? Okay. And would you like us to call this in for you, or would you prefer to bring in the prescription yourself? No, that's fine. Which one is your pharmacy? CVS, okay. And I think there are 3 in the city. Which one in particular? Okay. Not a problem. So So we will get that called in for you. I'd like you to use 1 drop in each eye twice a day, okay? And that's going to help, first of all, soothe the existing irritation, as well as help and hydrate your eye. And the reason why I'm wanting you to use it in both is because, first of all, the hot weather can tend to dry you out a bit, but also because the drops can make your vision feel a bit blurred. And what I've noticed for myself and also with others, that when it's just one eye, people can tend to lose their balance a bit. So both eyes. I want you to use these, so twice a day for 7 days, okay? If at the end of that time you're still feeling irritation in the eye, you're not feeling like your eye is getting hydrated enough, that your tears aren't being very effective, or it's still just feeling kind of scratchy and off, then I would recommend making an appointment with your optometrist to follow up, okay? Okay. Most likely what they'll do is they'll just take a closer look at your eye in a way that we just can't in the emergency room. And then prescribe maybe some stronger drops or some drops that will help reformulate your tears. But they have better equipment to really see the surface of your eye much more clearly than what I have here. Okay? Okay. Now in the meantime, our bodies do not like foreign objects. Sometimes that can cause an immune response, and sometimes also the material can introduce bacteria or fungal processes into the body. So if you start experiencing any kind of fever, chills, night sweats, if the area around the eye starts turning red or swollen or just feels really painful, hot to the touch, then I want you to come back in here, okay? Okay. Do you have any questions for me? Okay. Well, you can always give me a call if you think of any later. I'm just going to have you stay in here for just a few minutes and I'll send a nurse in with your discharge paperwork, okay? Okay. It was really nice to meet you, although I'm sorry I was under these circumstances. And you take care.